Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reflection Chamber. If this is your first time here, my name's Marcus, and at Reflect on Records, we like to take a look at the past, present, and the future. And today, in this moment, I believe today holds something so great for the future. We have two artists that are coming together, combining forces for something amazing, giving fans what they want. On one hand, we have NF, and the other we have Hopsin. Y'all remember, NF had said something in a tweet a while ago saying, lost people find lost people. And it seems that NF has been having some trouble, especially while touring last year. You know, he mentions it in his albums. And Hopsin, he's been going through a lot. I know that he wasn't able to see his son for a while, and it really messed with his head. And I know a lot about that. And I did hear recently, and I'm so grateful for it, that he did get to see his son. So shout out Hopsin. I know you're probably a great father. Speaking of father, NF's gonna soon to be father himself. But you know the latest, or I remember when Hopsin put out a video last year. It was called "I Don't Want It," and he was basically saying, "I don't want any of this. It's too messy. I'm backing away." And I just thought to myself, he'll be back. He'll be back. And here he is with NF. I did not expect this. If you guys remember on NF's video he put out, Paid My Dues, he was scribbling this Lost. And everyone thought it was going to be an album. Little did we know there was going to be a mixtape with Hopsin. Crazy times, crazy times. Yesterday, actually, if you go back and check it out, I actually posted a video of Hopsin back when he was promoting his album Raw. He came to Minnesota. He was at the 400 bar. A buddy of mine, Joey Oz, was opening for Hopsin. We had no idea who Hopsin was. I had met him before he went on the stage. I talked to him for a little bit. We share the same first name. And he was just really humble. And I was like, this is a really cool cat. I enjoyed the conversation. And then when he hopped on stage, his stage presence, he was so hype. There was so much emotion. It was just raw. And no pun intended. But there was just something about him. And I remember pulling out my phone like, this dude's going to be huge. I got to capture this. And I knew I had the video, but I had lost it. So I went back on an old profile yesterday, an old Facebook profile, and I actually found the video. So I uploaded it because that was a moment in history. I wanted to reflect on that. So let's get into this. I know everyone's anxious for this. I am. I think this is going to be amazing. These two are great artists. I was a little bit worried about it because, Hopsin's kind of the darker side. He swears, and NF is dark. And he's grimy, but he doesn't swear. So I was wondering how those two were going to come together and combine their forces, And I just remembered that Hopsin, although dark, he serves the light. He works in the dark to serve the light. He's got a message, and it's always a positive one. So let's hop into this. We have NF featuring Hopsin from the new mixtape Clouds with the song Lost.
Look, self-awareness, pride's a coat and yes, I like to wear it. Buttoned up, don't like to let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish.
He said something, pride's a coat and I like to wear it. Why not? Why not be proud of yourself? When you come from something so low and you have these accomplishments, why not, be proud of yourself? It can get too deep at times, but you got to have pride in your work, your craft.
All of us have made defensive scarecrows that we scatter around our fields and treat like heroes when they scare away the things that we should cherish, cause we're too embarrassed to admit the fear is that we're lost. Yeah, but what does it matter? I get too combative inside of me. As a person who canvas, the pain can be flat and get messy when I start to get rattled. The heart of a savage and quiet when I lurk in the shadows. Something.
Yo, and this is the clip that he shared with the shaking Batman head on Instagram. But I heard something. He talks about, we're just afraid to admit that we're lost. I mean, we're all lost. Look at us. We're on, I feel lost. I'm on YouTube trying to make these videos. I have no idea what I'm really doing. I just know that I enjoy music. I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy sharing my opinion. I'm not able to go out and talk to my friends and do this, so I decided to start making videos. But everyone's lost. I mean, more than ever, we have people just streaming gaming, like what are we really doing? What's the goal? To just be locked away for the rest of our lives? No. We're going to find our way though. And, speaking of lost, lost people find lost people. That's why I do this. I'm looking for others like me. So, which brings me to my next point. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe because we can only grow. Only because of you can I grow.
I admit I thought that when I began to unravel. Keep my wits been off the grid, but now I'm back in the saddle. My intent's not to rent, I like to own what I value. I can take you on the fence and maybe pick up the paddle. I like to roll against the current, that's the way that I travel. Opposite of what the grain has got the brain of a rebel. Take initiative, I'm diligent on every level. I never can settle, I like to keep my foot in the pedal. Yeah.
Yo, and what he says about, something about the paddle, and he basically what he's saying is he goes against the flow. And that's the thing. I've been told by numerous people that I always go against the grain. And it's like, well, if I just follow in everyone's footsteps, how am I going to be unique? How am I going to make an impression on this world? And one thing, if you notice, I'm doing this different type of overlay, this scene with the two videos, and hopefully you like it. I just wanted to do something new. I try to be creative. I try to find my creative space and make things look different, make it enjoyable. So let me know. Give me a like if you enjoy this, if this looks good.
I love to pack arenas and all, but what I really want to do is learn to handle my thoughts and put the reins on them, show them I'm the one that's the boss, and pull them back when they get out of hand and breaking their jaws. I'm taking the flaws and told me I can never revolve, then pull a bane on them, ask them, oh, you think you're in charge? You ought to.
Yo, pull a bane on them. Ask them if they think they're in charge. He's getting dark on this. I'm liking it.
Know better, ain't no way around it. Applaud the traits that I want. They say I can't afford what it costs, but I manifested this. Failing's how you grow and learn your lessons, kids.
Failing's how you grow and learn your lessons. When I first started making any type of video, it was for music. I'd put little transitions together and pictures, on top of my music, trying to make a music video. But it never really took off. But I always enjoyed doing it. So I guess, I took the L on my music career and my passion with making music, and I evolved it into this. I didn't see a route in gaining a buzz with making my music. And maybe sometime down the road, but for now, I found a way to reinvent it, and that's making these videos.
The worst and try to make the best of it, cause when you fail, just know that it's a test, and if you can learn to pick yourself back up again and train your brain to not be such a pessimist, it's okay to make mistakes, just don't forget that there's a high road, but I skip the exit when I'm lost. Yeah, when I'm lost, when I'm lost.
Yo, I'm seeing a second pair of balloons. I think we know who that is.
When I'm lost, when I'm lost.
Yo,
wow, these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't bury me. I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. Mine left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Cause it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Look.
Wow. And I've been there. I haven't tried hypnotherapy, but I've been to psychologists and therapists trying to work through my problems, and it does help. I will say that, if you're going through anything that you can't seem to, break down the walls on yourself, definitely go seek out help. And this isn't a promotion of any type. I'm just saying it did help me to talk to somebody when there's no one else around. And that's another reason I do these videos. It helps me talk about my problems and work around them. But I will say that Hop seems to be in a much better place. And take that, in itself, look at Hop. He was in a dark place. He was literally saying a year ago, I don't want this, screw it, I'm done. And here he is reinvented. We're going to see great things from these two.
I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends. And if I ever take a nail, then they might grin. And they all want to see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it come to anybody, there's no trust for no one.
Yo, and that's the thing. You know, I have family and I have loved ones that I literally feel like they don't want to see me grow. They want me to just stay in this cage I'm in. You know, I feel like there's no help from the outside. It's like, you know, if I just had some type of push to help me grow this, just think of the possibilities. And it's like, no one's going to help me. I'm at this on my own. Everything I've invested, everything I've learned is on my own. I can relate to that 100.
So what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder's ready for most drugs. I'm gon' judge anybody trying to enter my circle with no love. My sanity's gone. I'd rather be torn from this planet they planted me on. Your stats a reward. I'm actually bored with having this sore heart. It's torn apart from a family that I don't have anymore. Man, hold up. I was living so oblivious with millions. It really was a pity, huh? A pity. It's kinda funny what a penny does, mixed in with a mini buzz. I feel stuck. Life got me by the neck with a blade against it. Cause I was running late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance. So I'ma act out like a raging misfit.
Yo. So I'ma act out like a raging misfit. Yo, that's the thing Hop's good at. You know, saying how he feels and putting it into like this angry vibe. NF does it too, but I feel like Hop has been battling himself more than anything. And it's just, it's evolved into this, he's just this fireball now. And I can't wait to see where it goes.
Reverse, I Lego, stay sadistic. You wanna hate me? Good, great, terrific. You'll never see the day when my anger's dismissed. You better go and change your wish list, cause I manifested this. Do not treat me like some adolescent kid. I am praying to the Lord with the book of James, hoping he go at my testament.
Where he says, I manifested this. Don't treat me like an adolescent kid. Literally, go and check out the video that I posted yesterday. It was from 2011, 10 years ago, okay? And his presence, his stage presence was just so on point at that time. And that's how I knew he was going to go places, and I captured that video. He had it from the get.
This dark cloud, that's my residence. Demons knocking, I don't have to let them in. I done made mistakes day to day, you probably can't relate. I just ain't the same when I'm lost.
Yeah. When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
Yo, I will say I like how they kept the chorus simple. I usually don't agree with these simple hooks, but this fits because it's like they put so much, they want you to listen to the verse. The verse is everything. It's simple, just lost. What else are you supposed to say when you're lost? It's perfect.
When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
Oh, man. Look at all them other balloons. What do you think that represents? I'm just going to say, I'm pretty sure all of those other balloons either represents other artists that they're going to be working with, or it represents the fans to let us know, yo, we're just as lost as you. We can't tour. We can't do our shows. Like, so this is what we're doing is these videos, but where are we going to go from here? We're all lost. And I see the symbolism in this. It's very cool. This did not disappoint one bit. You know, leave a comment down below if I happen to miss anything. I'm probably going to rewatch this right after I upload this to see if there's anything that I missed. But like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you caught. And that's why I do this. I enjoy seeing, you know, the comments from other viewers. And as a collective, we put together all the different pieces. And I know that Nate is very symbolic in everything he does, as well as Hopsin. You know, even his teaser on Instagram, Hopsin was, you know, saying what this song was going to be about. And he was vibing, saying stuff like, you know, we're talking about shooting people and this and that, you know, just clowning on the game and where the game has been headed. And they're in their own lane. They created their own direction. And this is what the people want to hear. Give me a like if you know what I mean. But anyways, folks, with that, like always, stay safe, do something productive, and Godspeed.